Okay, folks. So, Pete, Chief, why do I get it wrong every time? Now it's like, remember when we bought the boat? It was Southern. What do
Yeah.
we call it? Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
My name is Captain Paul. This is my twin brother Pete, and together we'll be teaming up to take Southern Estate on another big adventure. Last year, you guys saw us on America's Great Loop, and now Kiko.
Form our Wonder Twin powers and make this happen.
Anyway, so we're going to be jumping on, and now we're heading to the Keys and over to the Bahamas and stuff like that. And Pete will be getting back on the boat. So today, this last week, it's been just visiting with family and friends. A special thanks to Nate. Nate supported the channel from the very beginning. So Nate Barker, thank you so much. And then all the family we got to visit down there in Utah was just amazing. Pete gets to know all these guys too. One of them actually came out and helped him move Southern Estate.
Yes.
What in the very very beginning last year.
Yeah.
And then so this week has been like last night. Pete had to say goodbye to his good friend Tats. I don't think that went exactly as planned. I think they were just good friends, but I think somehow deep down maybe just a tad bit more than that somehow. Anyway, maybe someday she'll join us on the boat. Maybe someday, Chief.
Yeah, maybe she might come out and visit.
Yeah, I know she likes camping and all that kind of stuff.
She's into that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so she might come actually out and see us down there in Florida for a little bit of the trip. Anyway, it'd be nice. It'd be fun to think, and I hope she does come visit. Anyway, then so he had to go say that goodbye yesterday. So I think that was hard on him. And then today we're packing up. As you can see, the RV. We're sitting here at the fire pit. And I'm going to miss this fire pit because this is where we sit in the evenings with a fire going. I'll show you a picture of that. It's at my son's house. And then the RV over here, this is Pete's RV, his camp trailer. He just bought it just recently, right?
Yeah,
Jim?
just in the last couple of months.
Yeah, and so he's been Airbnb it here, but now we're going to stick it in storage so that when we're done with the trip or whatever, he can come get it, or if we both end up using it or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're going to go stick that in storage today and get it ready for us to leave for the next 6 months as we gain trip. Today I really want to talk about boating on a schedule because I think it's, people get this feeling that, that maybe they can go get a $59 plane ticket or $49 plane ticket on Southwest and then come meet us somewhere. But it really doesn't work like that. Like right now, we're in the process of talking to the Canadian couple I've talked about in a couple videos now, Lorana and Eve. Her husband's name is Eve, and they're making plans now to come visit us. But you can't pin it down to the exact date. You know that, right, Chief?
Yeah,
I mean,
we've tried it too. The last time we were on the road, it's practically impossible. I mean, we are going to start doing meet and greets and all that out there. So it's just, you just have to be flexible.
yeah, because it takes a lot. So right now, they plan on driving their truck to Miami and then getting on a plane, meeting us in Pensacola. And the date we don't have to leave exactly on the January 15th. We
Yeah.
might leave a day earlier, day bar. And then
Yeah.
we don't want them on the boat too soon because it is a small boat when you start getting 4 people on there.
Yeah.
And so, today we went to the store to get canvas products and stuff like that. But the big thing about trying to boat on a schedule, especially you guys getting ready for America's Great Loop or something like that, me and Bev started out, she's really a structure type person. I want to know where I'm going tonight, the next night, the next night, the next night, the next night. But it didn't work.
That was horrendous.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all. And even when I'm on these deliveries, I don't, when I plan my day out, the morning I get up and I look at the weather, I look at all the conditions, I see if we're going inside or outside, see how far we can make it. Sometimes we go further, sometimes we don't go as far. And then we just wing it. You know what I'm saying? We have plan A, plan B, and a plan C.
That changes every day.
Yeah.
But that being said, when we're on a delivery, so we there's very little that'll shut the boat down, but safety is first. But of course, but now that we're doing this is different now. So there will be, we can work between weather windows, and it's hard to say you're going to be at an exact spot at an exact time.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. and it's not fair to us either. It really isn't. We got to be flexible. So, and we will be doing, especially down in Florida, we'll be doing meets and greets. We'll probably have a few, host a few parties on the boat. We'll be on the hook a lot, but we'll just go to in the dinghy, go get you guys, and then bring you back out to the boat, have an evening, and then take you back in, type stuff like that. We'll be doing that throughout the Keys, throughout Miami, Fort Lauderdale, all those places like that. Right now, working on a couple different boat deals down there with a couple different people, and you just never know when one of them's going to happen or anything's going to happen down there. But
Yeah.
that's what's going on right now. So my biggest advice to somebody that especially if you're a really structured person, it's going to be a lot easier if you can show some flexibility and be able to make those decisions quickly. And like I said, you can have a plan A, B, and C, but I've seen all these spreadsheets from these guys, from these other loopers and stuff like that, where they, have their entire trip planned out. This is where we're stopping, which is fine if you're doing 10-day periods, right, Chief? I mean,
Yeah.
if you're stopping somewhere and you're going to be there for 3 or 4 days, and you leave yourself that kind of window, that's one thing, as long as you're flexible on a few days here and there, because when you're on the inside, weather really doesn't affect you. It's when you have to go to the outside.
But mechanics affect you, and maintenance, and
Everything affects you. Yeah. You just never know.
And anything you think that you need to do, if that is a normal 2-hour job or a 3-hour job on a thing, it's a 2-day job on the boat, no matter what.
Yeah.
Everything's harder.
Yeah.
10 times harder.
Yeah, nothing's easy on a boat.
Yeah.
It just isn't. I mean, crawling in the tight engine rooms or anything, even for the mechanics, whoever has to work on the boat, anything. So you just never know. So you're better off boating with a very flexible agenda instead of having an actual set out schedule.
Yeah.
So, and we're getting excited. We're the ones that coming aboard here, Lorana and Eve from Canada, the Canadian couple that are going to be with us on the crossing, and then I believe there's a bunch of boats joining us too. I wouldn't be surprised if if it ends up being 4 or 5 boats that are going to make the crossing with us, because once we leave Gulf Shores, we have to go down to the end over there and then debate whether we're going to do the crossing in the 1-day trips or if we do the overnight crossing. But that'll all be weather related, and we'll see. And it's exactly what the weather lets us do is exactly what we'll be doing at that time.
Yeah.
So, because the winter time, where down there in the Gulf, it can be absolutely gorgeous, but then 10 minutes later, it can turn to crap real quick. So you got to be very careful with it, and you got to plan those well, and you got to have that time frame to do like a 30-hour crossing for us, because it's not that easy just to. It's not just a short day or anything like that. So, anyway, that's what we're working on right now. The next video on Wednesday, you will see us on the boat. We'll be back to the boat.
Yeah.
We've got picked up some canvas today from Santa Barbara Upholstery, which is always good to stop in there and see those guys. But I picked up some snaps for the year. Basically, I picked up enough stainless snaps for the year, and then I picked up enough canvas we can do a little cover on shade cover we've always wanted to do on that back, and then maybe a generator cover for the little Honda and stuff like that. So, a couple little projects like that. I think this next couple that comes on the boat, the wife does sew, and so she will be able to use the sewing machine. She's already looked up the specs. She's actually a pretty decent seamstress, so she'll be able to help with some of those projects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I want to explain to you, they're not just jumping on the boat to gain knowledge and experience. They're also helping with the expenses, the fuel, everything, every aspect of the boat. It's not just jumping on the boat and donating their time. It's about the experience. It's about everything for them.
Yeah, getting a feel for it. The single most hardest thing to do on these trips is the first day. the anxiety and just knowing, not for us, because we do. He's a full-time boat captain now, so we don't even think twice about it anymore. But the anxiety.
I think for you a little bit even, now that you bring that up, because I'm out. He was joking with me when I was getting ready to leave for the loop. You got to leave.
Yeah.
You guys
eventually you got to pull the trigger.
Well, eventually you got to pull those lines and leave. And finally one day we did, and now it's with him. I'm like, Chief,
Yeah.
you know, because you were postponing coming out to the end of March, and then
Yeah.
on this date or that date.
Yeah, but also too, when I was in Maine bringing the boat down, I
Yeah,
said,
it was-
said eventually you gotta hit the gas and go. We didn't have a clue.
Not a clue. Now we have, like you said, now we have clues what we're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've made that crossing now several times now, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
But it is definitely, you know, it's time to pull the anchor up and head on. So got a bunch of projects coming up. We've got to order some new anchor chain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I'm going to end today's video. We will be driving back to Alabama today. I think we're going to leave today, maybe this afternoon. If
Yeah.
not, it'll be first thing Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then you guys will see videos from us there in Alabama getting back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. You can follow us on Instagram, no regret Captain Paul, or Pete's did his now, and we may change that up here a little bit. We did get some ideas from in the comments from last week, but for right now, it's no regret Pete, right?
Yeah.
That's
I think
all.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just no regret Pete. So make sure you get on there and follow him too. Anyway, peace out. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it, and thank you. Bye.